If you're wanting some updated information on what's happening here in Frisco, Texas at the Fields development, specifically Brookside South, then you're going to want to watch this video, because in this video, I'm going to go in depth on the latest news that is happening here in Brookside South here at the Fields, and I want you to know all about it. Make sure that you stay till the very end, where I share with you some important information regarding the school districts and what is happening with the district lines that are very important. Let me not make you wait any longer. I'm going to jump right into it. My name is Chrissy Ball. I'm a local real estate agent here, and I have really taken a passion to knowing what is happening here at the Fields. And so let me share with you what is going on in Brookside South. So if you've seen any of my other videos, I like to begin with an overall view of what is happening at the Fields so that you can see the overall full plan of what this development is going to look like in the next 10 to 15 years. And then we're going to zero in right down to the bottom of the screen for Brookside South. So you can see right in the middle where the preserve is. That is the fully customized homes that will be built in the Fields. I have a couple clients building homes right now in that community. So if you're interested in that, those homes begin in the price range of around $3 million for 60 lots and then go up from there. You can see that those homes are surrounded by the gorgeous PGA headquarters, where there are golf courses, amazing hills, scenery, as well as all of the restaurants in the PGA headquarters that are going to be right there, right next to the OMNI Hotel that is also being built right now and is anticipated to be opening up this spring 2023. But what I wanted to share with you today was the most updated information on Brookside South. So if you take your attention down to the bottom of the screen, you can see where Brookside South is in conjunction with everything else that is going on in this master plan. It's just south of the Fields Parkway. A couple things I want to point out to you before we get really hyper focused on Brookside is the latest announcement of Universal Studios in Frisco that will be located right here on Panther Creek. And I just want to show you exactly where that location is going to be. If you're looking at Panther Creek Parkway, it's right there on Panther Creek Parkway and Dallas North Towway. So you can see right there where it says Midtown East, that is where Universal Studios is going to be built. They are actually going to be having a vote on that today as I am recording this video. And so it's going to be very interesting what is going to be voted on when it comes to sound, when it comes to exactly what Universal Studios plans on building here and how the community has received that news. But the reason why I'm bringing that up for you today is because I want you to be able to see on a map first where Universal Studios is going to be here in Midtown East, and where Brookside is and where the distance is between the two, so that you have an idea of just how far away those homes are going to be. I have a current client that was very concerned for a moment about Universal Studios being announced that it was going to be too close to their home that they really want to build in Brookside. And so I was able to encourage them to go out and drive that, and they realized the distance between the two is actually much further than they initially had thought. And now let's go in depth into Brookside South. And this is a close-up view of what Brookside South is going to look like overall. It's really going to be something gorgeous. And you can see by the legend up at the top where it is going to be a mixture of all different sized lots. These are starting in the 70s, where you can see in the light yellow with the star. Those are 70-foot lots. Those are the biggest lots that are going to be in this particular area. You can see that they've got a view of just gorgeous green spaces. And not only do they have a view of the green space, but they also have, some of those homes have a view of these lakes that they have spent quite a bit of money on developing these lakes to make sure that, again, as you have seen in some of my other videos, there has really been a lot of thought and care put into the natural elements of this land, making sure that all of the elevations have stayed intact, as well as making sure that there are green spaces and not just a ton of homes being built in one area. The 70s are going to be built in the light yellow. And there are approximately 45 lots that are that size. So you can see there's not a whole bunch of 70s that are going to be built. Then you've got your 60s, where the majority of lots are going to be. In the orange, you've got 137 lots, and you also have some 60s that are in that light blue with a little black triangle. So you can kind of see for reference where some of those 60s size lots are going to be sprinkled throughout this area. Now notice how they have thoughtfully placed all of these homes around as many different pocket parks as they possibly can, as well as making this boulevard right down the middle of just gorgeous green space where it connects the school that is going to be built over here in Brookside South with this stunning amenity center. And in just a moment, I'm going to share with you some renderings of this amenity center because it is just fantastic. But to finish sharing with you what sized lots are going to be built in Brookside South, you will have 50s, which will be approximately 122 lots, and then you'll have some 40s, 47 of those lots. So if you're wanting a little bit of a smaller home, or if that's fitting in your price point and you still desperately want to be in the fields, that is an option for you. There will also be villas that are going to be offered at 35s and 33s. You can see those are in the darker blue and purple lots that are in the legend on this map. So you can really see how thoughtful all of these lots have been laid out. And if you take your attention to the top of this map for just a moment, you can see up here where there are going to be some of those villas where if you're just looking a little bit north, that's where the golf courses are going to be. So they're going to be able to look out and see the golf courses literally across the street from Fields Parkway and just have a really incredible opportunity of being so close to the PGA. And then Lone Star High School, you can see right over here to the south of that community park, is already built. So if you are here locally and you want to drive down Panther Creek, you can see for reference where Lone Star High School is and where Brookside South is going to be built. Now currently there are model homes that are starting to be framed, and you can start seeing this coming to life slowly. So I have clients that are waiting and preparing to buy those homes when they become available. So if you are interested, please contact me. My information is in the description below. I would love to help you through the process of getting prepared, which is what I did for my clients who are currently building in the preserve. They were ready, and so when those lots were available, they were able to get the lot that they were wanting. So that is the name of the game here, is preparation and making sure that you're doing some of your homework ahead of time, knowing what's coming so that you know what you would like when the time comes when those lots are available. Now, I want to take you into this amenity center and into the vision of what this amenity center is going to look like. It is truly stunning. Now, right now, we have heard that this is on track of being a $13 million amenity center, and you can see by just these renderings how gorgeous this is going to be. You can also see what the design guides and the design look is going to be of this overall community. But you can see as I scroll through some of these renderings how many windows and how much natural light is going to be coming into this amenity center, where it really is going to be a place where it is encouraging community. Now, this is one of two of the pools that are going to be located at this amenity center. You can see over to the left side of your screen, that little community area, and I'll show you a close-up shot of that in just a moment. You can see this is one of the pools, and then this is the other pool where you can see it's got an infinity look, and what I have heard is that this is elevated up and you'll be able to look down at all of the nature and the grounds looking out from that amenity center. So it really is beautiful, and you can see how this is going to be able to accommodate this community as well as the preserve, who will also have access to this amenity center. And this is the final rendering of this amenity center, where you can see it is shaded, which if you live here in Texas, you'll know how important it is to have shade and fans. And when you have that, which is in this rendering, you can be out here during the summertime and actually really enjoy yourself and still be able to take advantage of all of the incredible activities and things that this community is going to offer. Lastly, I wanted to take you over to that Northwest Community Park where they are planning on building, and you saw from the other rendering of the lots where there are going to be homes that are built right up against that park. And so there really are going to be a lot of opportunities to build your home on a green space in front of a pocket park. Some homes are literally overlooking the park. This community park, the city has taken a lot of thought into making sure that there's the integrity that is kept from these biking trails that are currently there now and that have been here for quite some time. There are lakes that are going to be throughout this entire Fields development. I love that the city has continued that over here by Teal Parkway. And all that this park has to offer. I'll go more in depth on the details of this park. I don't want to make this video too long, but I did want to share with you how gorgeous this is going to be. There's going to be a dog park, an amphitheater, a lot of green space down here, and there's really going to be a lot of opportunity to enjoy yourself being out and about, especially within walking distance from Brookside South. So the last thing I wanted to share with you in this video, which I think is very important, and I'm going to start talking about this in every single one of my videos, is the school district. And so this last piece of this video, I wanted to share with you where Frisco ISD starts and stops and where Prosper ISD starts and stops. And I'm going to tell you why this is important. So this is an overall map from Google Maps that you can see of the zoning of the different Frisco high schools. Now I'm going to zoom in, and as I zoom in on this map, you're going to be able to see up to the top of this map where the PGA is here. So if you can see right up here is PGA Parkway, Dallas North Tollway, Universal Studios Frisco is going to be right over here. So you can see now on Google Maps exactly where everything is going to be located. But what I wanted to bring your attention to is where Frisco ISD district line ends. Now you can see this line right here, and this dark gray shaded area is where Frisco ISD stops and where Prosper ISD starts. And in a moment, I'm going to share with you a map of Prosper ISD. So you can also see what those current zoning for their high school is right now, but you can really see what it's going to do to this Fields development. So why this is important is if you take your gaze right down here to Lone Star High School, you can see this is all within Frisco ISD, and right over here is Brookside South, okay? So as you are looking at where PGA headquarters is, it comes all the way up here to PGA Parkway. And as you go down PGA Parkway, it comes to right about here, which is right around Legacy Drive. Now, Legacy Drive, as of the time of me making this video, has not been fully built all the way up here, but we're using that as a rough reference right now of where Frisco ISD is going to end, which means that there's going to be a limited amount of homes that are going to be built where you will be able to have your child attend Frisco ISD. The rest of the homes that are going to be available within the Fields development, which is going to be built all the way over here to Preston Road, is going to be Prosper ISD. Now, this is going to be years from now, but you're going to want to keep in mind that there is still going to be a limited amount of homes that are going to be available in the Frisco ISD school district. So now let me show you a different map of Prosper ISD so that you can see, again, here's a little bit of a closer view of Legacy Drive. So take your gaze up here for just a minute. You can see Legacy Drive here, and why we're making this just a rough reference of where the district line is going to start and stop. So this map is much better as far as clarity is concerned, where this blue line is Prosper ISD, currently right now is zoned for Rock Hill High School, and you could see anybody that's living right over here is going to be going to a Prosper ISD school and is going to be in Prosper ISD school district. Now, you want to have in mind that the Fields is split between the two school districts. And if you know that, then you're able to plan accordingly and decide what you want to do and how long you might want to wait to buy your home in this area. So again, take one last look at where Frisco ISD is right over here to the left. And then in the blue, it goes to the right. And you can see this is Dallas Tollway, the Dallas North Tollway, where again, there's quite a bit of Prosper ISD that is over in this area. So if you have any questions when it comes to Brookside South, building a home in this area, again, I have multiple clients preparing to purchase their home in this area. I'd absolutely love to help you. And if you have any questions about school districts or parks or hiking and biking trails, I also am happy to give you that information as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. And as always, I hope that you stay happy and healthy, and I will see you next time.